What up, y'all? A twofer on a Wednesday. We did some NXT. Now we're going to do some WWT live. We're going to be talking Trish Stratus, Cobra Kai, Odyssey Jones, and so much more coming up next.
Hello, my name is Danny Luna, and you are watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
What up, y'all? Welcome to WWT Live, the Wednesday edition. My name is TK Trinidad, and we have so much to talk about. There's still some things that we need to talk about as far as NXT, a couple biographies, Cobra Kai, which I'm way behind on, but thankfully, I am not alone. She's stirring the pot. Honey. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Stirring it up as always, coming live from the honey pot, the beehive, putting a little extra work and a little extra hustle today. So I'm glad I'm here. I made it right on time. What's up, guys?
Right on time. Hey, Bobby, how are you doing? Thanks for coming on the double episodes with us. But let's get into it. So Raw it's kind of crazy. Everything is just very blurred because Monday seemed like yesterday, but yesterday was actually Tuesday. Raw was on Monday, where there's a lot of things going on there, and particularly Odyssey Jones, who debuted on Raw and got 800,000 views on social media. I guess one of those views is not from Xavier. But what do you think about this?
Talk about stirring the pot real early, boss lady. She ready.
I'm just saying.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah. See why he's not happy about it, but
Right, for sure. I mean, I totally get it, but you know what? It was actually a great look for Odyssey Jones. A huge pop with that double sidewalk slam on AOP, because we know those boys, that's not an easy lift. That's not an easy lift. And that looked totally easy. I was wondering what happened to Odyssey Jones, because we know he had been on NXT TV in quite some time. I think there was also like a lot of shifts with when they were doing a lot of the firings in WWE and things like that, and letting people go. But I'm glad to see him back, because honestly, I had a lot of hopes for him going into NXT. He was a breakout star in the tournament, and he definitely made quite an impact. But I can't wait to see, now that he's aligned himself with the New Day, what kind of potential stories and stir-ups this could lead to, because there's now, I wouldn't say dissension in the ranks, but there's just been a lot of pot stirring with Karrion Kross about Xavier Woods and the status of his and Kofi Kingston's relationship. And now it's the final testament is the one with the real problem, and that is Odyssey Jones.
Well, there it is. Cousin Ron's in the building, getting a Consequence Creed run, which I should know. This is when I met Xavier, when he was with TNA. It would be interesting. I feel like it wouldn't be fully a breakup. It would be, because like I said on NXT, I feel like the New Day, obviously, because we all get older, they're coming to the end of their career, probably within the next five, maybe even 8 years. Because
they're in their legends year. They're coming into their legends years.
They're in their legends year, and I feel like Xavier hasn't gotten the credit and due to him. And I am a fan and a friend, so I'm obviously gonna want him to win more. So I feel like this, if they were gonna pull this trigger, then this would be the time to pull it. And how it happened with Odyssey and the little kind of the facial movements, I could see that happening. I just hope they're not going to do it where it was like, oh, you were my friend, and or you were my brother, and how could you do this to me type thing. I'm hoping that they find a better creative way to storytell, and it also ends with them all being together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today. So
Yeah.
I really hope that's how it's gonna kind of break down with that. So we shall see. You did talk about it a little bit. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I will add, just to stir the pot even more, Big E tweeted after the debut of Odyssey Jones, and he said the big man looked phenomenal. A star is born. Odyssey made a lot of new fans tonight, and that's quote end quote from Big E. So while one's happy, the other looked a little concerned on camera. So not sure. Not sure.
Not sure, but what we are sure of that, I think Wrangler, you're saying that they've been together for 14 years. Bosa's saying, especially Kofi, it's been it has to be 16 to 17 years that he's been with WWE, counting developmental. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but again, there's the longevity of athletes. I mean, like, look at Tom Brady, is a different elk right now. And speaking of athletes, this, like, I mean, I think we all assumed that he was going nowhere. Bobby Lashley, giving us a little show, which, like, you know, he hasn't lost a step at all.
Which we know.
So he's just saying minor setbacks for a huge comeback. So where do we think Bobby's gonna end up?
I mean, I was saying it a while, but like shortly after we heard news of Bobby departing from WWE, I think that TNA would totally welcome him back with open arms, and I think he should definitely reconnect his status over there. I think that would be a great way to also revitalize the Hurt business, you know, if they get them all to join with MVP and Shelton Benjamin and the like. But Bobby, I think he could definitely make an impact on his own. Maybe go back to, you know, trying out to get a championship somehow, being that, you know, he had a run in WWE. Wouldn't say it was the best run. I feel like he definitely deserves better, and I think TNA is the way to go for him.
Bosa saying maybe TNA. Bosa saying maybe TNA. He is a 4-time TNA World Heavyweight Champion. He had the great success there. He should bring back American Top Team to TNA. I mean, I do feel like that's
in the year of 2024. Why not? You know, we don't ask why anymore. We ask why not.
Yes.
Unless you're talking about that terrible ending from NXT.
That part. Yeah, I definitely feel like did it miss a step? I mean, yeah, TNA, Indies, there's so many. I mean, All Caribbean Wrestling. I mean, there's so many.
Oh my God. Oh, that would be huge.
That
book
I
it.
mean, there's
book it.
I mean, I'm not the booker, so people please, because people have been hitting me up. I have no control any of that.
Somehow get that connect to Mark Henry and make something happen, y'all. Make something happen, ACW.
Right. You know, it is what it is. Speaking of, I don't know if you saw, I don't know, you might have been getting ready for this show, but your fellow compadre has let it been known in NXT that there's only one tag team for WWT, and that's him and Jacob. So I can, you know, let him, you know, speak for himself. Maybe he's scared. That's why he's not in frame. But
no,
I had to come here off official government business to discuss the bullshit that happened on Monday.
What?
Petty politician is not even here.
I was gonna say nobody's even here
To debate me today. Is his name Will Ferrell or is it Will Ferrell? Because Monday he sounded like a comedian, and I am here to attack the claims that he has made across Vice City. We will not tolerate the disrespect.
Oh my goodness, the campaign has begun. Oh boy. I mean, hey, we are in an election year. We're getting ready for that debate gearing up in November between the mayor and the councilman. So I'm really excited now. I'm a little
This book
underdressed.
right here. These are all of your councilmen of Strattonville's violations as an elected official. All the dirty money he has taken, all the dirty money that he has laundered to keep that city afloat.
Oh,
And I am not scared. I am not afraid to share these records. The ball is in your court, councilman.
I was gonna say, is that the Vice City Bible? Oh shit. Oh man. Well, I'm just gonna sit back. This suit is cold. It's cold. This is a cold suit. I like the suit.
Thanks, Bosa. This is why I like this channel. It's different. It is quite different. You are absolutely right.
You never know what's gonna pop up on WWT.
The mayor's always hard at work, despite this brand not giving him sick days. This is why I had to be here today.
Wow.
I love this.
Speaking of no days off, NXT going to the CW October 1st. The excitement. I'm also going to try to have some representatives for WWT there, maybe the council people for NXT and Lola Vice and all that stuff. But what do you guys have to say about this?
Listen, bring it on. Bring it on. Bring it on. Bring us something fresh, something new. Let's have more outrage from the Pereziacs and the Vice City constituents. I see lots of good things coming with NXT to CW. They were giving a lot of CW vibes last night as well, and for the last couple of weeks, it's like they're kind of getting ready to gear up and usher in that new look, and even how they film things are a little, which is really cool. So I like the experimenting. So I can't wait to see what they do.
Pereziac sounds like an under-the-counter drug.
Wow.
Under the counter. I can't help but feel like this is the mayor's calling out the councilman, and the councilman needs to fire back or answer back or something. I don't know.
To speak on the CW, I just hope we don't get such a stark contrast to what we've been seeing. I think they're putting on quality shows. I think that they've structured the characters they want to actually get behind for the CW brand, as well as the storylines that are going to matter. So I hope we don't get that stark contrast like we got from Black and Gold 2.0, where it's going to take too long of a transition to kind of pick back up again. I think they should just keep doing what they're doing well, and just allow a new audience to be able to fall in love with that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, side note, happy birthday to Marty Bell and Chris Statlander. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday to them. And I am really, I feel like it would. WWE is really leading the way on how they film stuff, especially live action, and they have such a crazy team with them. I believe they also have like a lot of like Disney folks. Don't quote me on that, but just has such a crazy team on the look that it's taking now. I feel like they need to tweak it a little bit more, that we're just, even more surprised as far as when they make that transition to CW, and also when we see them in Netflix. I feel like we're going to see some different things that are going to blow our mind, which is going to be amazing. Eric saying, I see Trick versus Ethan NXT title on Yeah, what do we see happening for that inaugural CW NXT episode?
Let's see. I definitely think we get the return of Cora Jade eventually. I definitely see something. I definitely see that along to that aspect. For Trick and All Ego, definitely gonna go at it again. However, not for nothing, I kind of want to see Pete Dunne and Trick go at it again, because that match was really, really, really good. And there was a lot of concerns about Trick Williams' in-ring ability and how his moveset is, executed. And, a lot of people say he does repetitive things. But last night, that definitely is a show. Between him and Pete Dunne, they had a great showing. So I kind of want to see more of that. I also, of course, the ladies, like every single thing about the ladies. Tatum Paxley shined last night in a way that I haven't seen her shine. So I can't wait to see where they go forward with it. And, Shawn Michaels, aka HBK, aka the Hall of Famer, aka Mr. WrestleMania, aka the Showstopper. He's gonna be handling some business for the CW and NXT. He's gonna do great.
And speaking of him,
Illinois, All-State Arena, October for you. Before we take off, gotta let you know, not only am I flying out, but NXT is now going on the road. The launch of CW happens in Chicago, Illinois. All-State Arena, October 1st. What's better than 1 week on the road with NXT? 2 weeks on the road. October 8th, St. Louis, get ready because we're coming your way. That's right, 2 weeks in a row, NXT, the CW launch, we're coming your way. Everybody get ready. NXT's been on fire the last year. But now, NXT on CW, going to be a whole different animal.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, let him know. Let him know, Sean. Let him know. I love it. I can't wait. I love the hype behind it. I can't help but think of the coincidence that it's at the All-State Arena and he was just at the tryout with CM Punk. The CM Punk resurface again on NXT TV. That will be huge, especially for the debut of them being on CW. I think that would be awesome too.
No, he is confirmed to be appearing. CM Punk will be on the first episode. Randy Orton will be on the following week in Missouri. So I think CM Punk will open the show. That'll sell tickets in the All-State Arena like nobody's business because Punk always sells out his hometown. But I think what would be cool is Punk getting involved in some form of fashion. I think we'll see Punk be a special guest referee for a match that night. And you know what? I'm going to call it. I don't think it'll be like a match with, unless we get Joe Henry versus Ethan Page that night. I can see him special guesting refereeing the men, but his children are kind of Roxanne and Cora. I mean, if Cora does return, I can see him being the mediator between those two in some fashion.
It could also be a way to build off on the story that's happening between him and Seth Rollins. Could Seth go down there and chase him as well? We haven't seen Seth on NXT TV in a long time as well. Maybe they could stir the pot up with that as well and just keep bringing that forward because we know that that's what it's going to lead to, Rollins versus CM Punk down the road.
Speaking of stirring the pot, Councilman is
I'm just talking shit, man. I ain't out here talking shit, Turtleneck. What's going on?
Nice of you to show up, Mr. Trump.
No, he didn't.
Will and Councilman in parts unknown. Seems like he has the internet that you had said.
I'm smelling infiltration. I smell an infiltration.
A councilman that's breaking laws in his city. Look what he's showcasing to the constituents of WWT.
Oh my goodness!
What did I say? What did you? Hold on. You know, I'm on the road right now, having to do these city to city tours and stuff. So give me 1 second. I'm pulling over to a stable place. Now, please repeat that, Mrs. Clinton. What'd you say?
I got no words.
Driving without a license, driving without a headset, sir. What are you trying to tell the republics of your good town?
I don't know what's happening.
I have a license. It's these people who can't drive.
Speaking of driving, Cobra Kai, Britt Baker. There's been a lot of stuff swirling around on her. A lot of stuff swirling about Britt. Rumors and innuendos. But what good thing that is swirling about her is her being on Cobra Kai, and I think they're like a season or two behind. So what do you think? This news.
You could take this one, guys. Somebody speak. Somebody else.
I think that's pretty cool. So we're in the final season of Cobra Kai, and it's split up in half. So there's 5 episodes on Netflix right now. I think the other 5 will come out in another month or so. So I'm guessing Britt will appear on one of those final 5 episodes. if you follow Cobra Kai, you know they're in this journey of well, I don't want to give spoilers if you haven't watched it, but if you watch Cobra Kai, you know what it's about. I think they're at their final tournament right now, and the Cobra Kai faction has kind of reemerged again under I guess under Sensei Kreese, who escaped from jail and all this other type of stuff. So maybe Britt emerges as somebody who refs the tournament, or maybe she's somebody that appears on that team. But I'll be interested to see what type of role she has, because there's only 5 episodes remaining. So that's a pretty big deal, because Cobra Kai is one of Netflix's biggest series.
Now, I find this a little I don't know if it's coincidental or strange or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I have the right word for it, but I find it a little eerie that this has happened. I mean, I'm sure this was already planned and in the works, maybe already like being talked about behind the scenes and everything. But the fact that this is happening around a time where she's gotten a suspension from AEW, I'm not sure if one had to do with the other or the other way around, or if, you know, a lot of people are questioning if the suspension story is like an actual story, or if it's even like, or if it's a real thing. And we're still not even sure, because not much more details have resurfaced about the situation since they pretty much explained it the first time it came out. But I think this is really cool for Britt Baker. You know, we've seen a lot of other women in wrestling transfer into, you know, not the full Hollywood route, but TV shows. You know, you saw Becky Lynch do Young Rock, where she played Cyndi Lauper and such. So I think this is just really cool. We know Britt Baker is a super nerd to the core, like the rest of us. So this is a cool opportunity for her.
Wait. We talk TV shows and movies, and you bring up Becky Lynch when Mercedes Moné is in The Mandalorian, a part of the Disney what? I think we're
crickets.
Money comes in, and you get more money opportunities. That's what that tells me.
Becky's the man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Didn't Cobra Kai film like months in advance before Monet even got there?
But that Mercedes Moné deal has been under the table for who knows how long. So, you know, just bringing more opportunities to the women's division. That's what a locker room leader does.
So you saying the locker room leader is Britt, because Britt got the opportunity before Monet got there?
No.
So that's what you.
I'm saying people knew that she was in the movie, so they say, "Oh, Mercedes, you going over here? What other talent is in that locker room? Let's have a little look. Can you act, Britt?
That's not the first. That's not the first wrestler that's went to Hollywood. I don't think in the AEW, sir. I don't think you can credit Monet that.
Oh.
No, because that was Sasha Banks. She still had blue hair too, by the way. So.
Ooh, that's another thing right there, sir.
It's weird. I can have blue hair tomorrow if I wanted to. It's weird.
I won't argue that, because I won't argue that, because 1 minute I had ink and the next is gone. So I get it.
Oh my goodness. Let's talk about Trish. I mean, I got to watch her documentary on A&E. Excuse me. Did anybody else get to see it?
I didn't fully get to watch it. I have it saved on DVR, ready to go. I have to make sure I spend time to watch it. You know, working in the honey hive and everything. It's got your girl a little busy, but I will definitely make time, because Trish Stratus was definitely my favorite. One of my favorite divas, and that ushered in the women's era, the women's wrestling era, you know, even the divas era, a little bit of everything, even now. Thank you, Trish.
Bosa saying Seti is full of it. Mercedes ain't the locker room leader. It's Britt. Mercedes had the red carpet rolled out for her.
She's just capitalizing off of what Britt started, basically. Just, because it was Britt or Jade popular at first. Just saying.
She's just popular. That's it at the moment.
Only thing I'm full of is smoke for the encounters that happened on Monday afternoon. I see the Pharaoh has showed up. Where is Sindel?
Okay. No. You know what? No. This is why I showed up, because this is what we're going to do this, Cedric, since you're feeling the type of way. In 2 weeks, since they're doing Bash at Berlin, let's do Bash of the officials, okay? The officials will debate. We will go 2-on-2, and then let's make the stakes real interesting. Let's see who becomes the final elected official. Will it be the one the people chose, or will it be the mayor who abandoned his city when things went awry?
We got the tape. We got the tape. He did retire for a moment. He did. He hung it up.
I want to address these claims, and I want to answer your challenge. I can't really hear you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log this out, and I'm going to log right back in so I can actually hear you guys.
That may just be my signal. That may be.
Give me 2 minutes.
That's that Vice City Wi-Fi.
With that being said, definitely I did get to check out Trish's documentary on A&E. It was really good. I feel like they left out some stuff, or they could have digged a little bit deeper on it. It's very much scratching the surface. It was cute to see that she's been with her husband since like high school. So I won't give away all of it because it just came out. So kind of it's still I don't know what the rules are as far as saying what happened, but I think we're in that parameter of it. But definitely wanted to check out that whole catalog with the A&E biographies. Really, really great catalog. Learned so much. I watched the Randy Orton one as well. So I am a fan, and I'm also a fan of the fact that I feel like here's the question: how many more runs do you think Trish has left in her?
I mean, with her health and condition, she's always been on top of that for as long as she's been in sports entertainment or in the sports business, fitness, everything like that, yoga mom. Like she pretty much does it all. As far as how many runs she has, I give her a solid 1 run. Just she don't got to do too much. She's already done more than enough. I feel like there could be some unfinished business for her with certain superstars, both recent and past as well. We still never really got to see the aftermath of when she betrayed Lita and Becky and all of that with the tag team titles and stuff. But yeah, Trish Stratus, she's definitely a GOAT. It's crazy because it's like we're getting into the years, and I'm about to show my age a little bit, but we're getting into those the years of we're seeing legends that we grew up watching when we were younger, and they're becoming legends, and they're being referred to as legends. And she's already a Hall of Famer on top of that anyway. So it's just like mind blowing.
So we're doing the bash of the councilmen in 2 weeks. Is this what's happening?
The bash of the officials. The bash of the elected officials.
Okay. In 2 weeks. The call has been made.
Oh, you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that comment? It would be interesting. Trish Stratus and Roxanne Perez. You damn right. Her or Tiffy Time. You know what wouldn't be interesting? You know what would not be interesting?
This is funny. So we can see Roxanne's inability to sell Stratusfaction. Is that what we want to see? I really wish Cindy was here so we could talk about this damn back fist, because one thing that was being underlooked here when we look at Asuka's trajectory and Lola's is that one person really has knockouts on her resume.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You trying to conjure her. You keep look. You thought
and
I
not
was
for
bad.
nothing. I had text the councilman while watching Raw, and I said to him, one of the first things I said when Damage Control was going up against Sonya and jumping Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, I even said to the councilman, I said, "Did you see that back fist from Kairi Sane? That was nasty." Okay, we're not gonna sit here and disrespect Asuka like that. I'm sorry. I understand we almost slipped. Like last week, we almost slipped.
One person actually has knockouts and some don't. You can go look this up.
Knockouts.
I mean, Roxanne's ability to sell the knockout wasn't bad.
And remember, sir, that's UFC. That's UFC. We're in wrestling now, okay? That's where we're at. We're in the squared circle. We're not in the octagon anymore. And in the octagon, Roxanne reigns supreme. But I do like your little cute trailer for No Mercy that she got. Glad to see that, they finally gave her something to do until they mixed her with Jada Parker and all of them again. Why isn't she getting the solo matches anymore?
She
why.
must have said no mercy.
By the way, she's a leader
She
of
must-
that group. She said,
She must have said.
Benaki, and they lined the hell up.
She's in the group now. That's adorable. That's adorable. You know who don't need a group and who stands out on their own and gets plenty of commercials, sponsorships, and singles matches. Do I have to say her name, or did you fill in the blank yourself?
Commercials?
Listen, she
The
must
failed
have.
tag team champion?
Lola must have said no mercy like 5 times in that commercial, and it was mad short. That's all she said. No mercy.
But I'm glad to see her on there. She's getting her shine. Hopefully she gets a singles match on the PLE she's promoting. And she can put that whole back fist to work.
This is further proving my point that whenever she drops this title, and I don't care to who, I'm going to be unbearable.
Oh, you finally gonna claim your city again, or are you gonna walk away when she don't?
Which one is it? Here's the thing about those claims. I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't make myself a mayor. The people made me the mayor. If you go back and look at the annals of this channel and history of this channel, what was the first mayor I was? The mayor of Pound Town. This is a family show. That is a double entendre. This is a family show. I didn't ask for that. But they called me that. They said that. So I said, you know what? I guess I am the mayor. I guess I am. You guys elect me, I'm the mayor. And then I became the Vice City's family. That's on record. That's fact. I can't turn on the family. I can't leave the people.
But you did.
But you did. You did.
Always, forever, then, now, forever. I'm still the EST at WWT.
Just not you're just not the mayor when Lola gets an upset. That's all.
It wasn't an upset. It was a travesty by Mr. Michael Sean Hickenbottom with terrible booking, just like we saw last night with Wesley. Terrible booking.
That was why I don't understand what that was. That was ridiculous. Like, that was a waste of everything. I don't know why they did that.
The contract signing.
I can't believe that. What was the point? That is right there.
What was the reason?
Shaking my head.
Okay,
God.
well,
on a tangent.
All that to say, I did not.
I know something that we're not going to. Okay. Something we're not going to shake our head on is ACW. Definitely something you should check out if you are in Kingston, Jamaica, and then also check out all their YouTube pages. And they're going to be dropping a pay-per-view very, very soon. So shout out to ACW.
This episode of Women's Wrestling Talk has been brought to you by All. This episode of Women's Wrestling Talk has been brought to you by All Caribbean Wrestling. Catch the wave. Go to allcaribbeanwrestling.com to check out all the latest pay-per-views or go on the YouTube page at All Caribbean Wrestling. Also, go and check out their socials on Instagram at All Caribbean Wrestling and on X at All Caribbean WR1.
That brings us to, I don't know where Will disappeared to. Our last story, unless there's something else you guys want to talk about, Kayla Braxton. So she has made the transition into entertainment, has left WWE, and she's kind of let us know why. The councilman said he has to get back on the road, so we'll see him, I guess, on Friday. She's let us know why she ended up leaving WWE. What do you think? What are the hopes for Kayla?
Go ahead, Mayor.
I was going to say, Kayla is very talented, and she was on the bump in a lot of different WWE shows, pre-shows for years. So she has the chops to pretty much do anything you want. We see a lot of people transition from sports or the red carpet. I can see Kayla doing entertainment media. I can see her going to sports. I think she's already dabbled her feet in sports betting a little bit already that I've seen. But also, I know Kayla is a very huge scary movie buff as well. So if she wanted to dabble in films and scary movies, I think I can see her doing that. But the cool thing is, I don't think she's limited to anything right now. Like as the opportunities come, she'll be able to showcase that she's just a cookie cutter fit for whatever, just based on her WWE experience.
Yeah, I agree. She's a
So
jack
she's
of all
doing an
trades.
interview with, she was doing an interview on the Nikki and Bree show. So they were asking her what's next. So she was with WWE, which we talked about when she left. The contracts for announcers and hosts are a little bit different. So she said it was time. She's kind of did everything that she wanted to do there, and that's a good way to leave versus the other way. So, and I feel like the way she left leaves an opening for her to come back if she wants to.
For sure. Apparently she was already made a little splash being in a feature film called Stranglehold with Ron Perlman and Justin Long, a few other actors and things like that. So she's already, getting her feet wet into new projects. I totally see her doing like she'll possibly have her own I don't know, her own podcast show, like her own like platform and everything, kind of like along the lines of how Stephen A is on ESPN, but then he also has the Stephen A show. Like I feel like she could branch out and do those things as well, or possibly, interviewing all kinds of other celebrities, not just in sports entertainment, but the sky's the limit for her, no matter what she does.
Very, very true. I was just reading Bosa's comment. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I got a bone to pick.
I got he decided to show up.
Oh boy.
There she is. There she is.
The greatest NXT champion in history. And what has that got her?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Sympathy title reigns on the main roster. Sympathy, Money in the Bank, championship run. Do you think we forgot about the pandemic era? You think I forgot?
Oh, this comment is great. 4-time women's champion says what?
Bosa wants your take on the ending for NXT.
Well, that's what I was just going to get into. There's two things I have a bone to pick with. I have two people. Sean, because that's how I will address you, because you're my GOAT. Sean, I'm not sure what direction we're going in when it comes to Wes Lee, but I kind of didn't like that ending. I didn't see it going that way. And it's like, we did all this to build up Wes Lee for his great comeback, not for nothing, coming back ahead of schedule because he's a freaking Terminator. Then going back and trying to reclaim the championship that he never lost, but did lose to Obafemi for the North American title. I would have thought that, especially with All Ego, I mean, I wasn't expecting the title to be off Trick Williams either, but I feel like we're getting a little robbed here. We could have had a really great opportunity to have Trick Willie as champion versus Wes Lee, and that would have been absolutely disgusting. Not sure what the direction is, especially after doing all this MSK and the Rascals thing and getting everybody into it. Not sure if this was the plan, but I kind of don't agree with Wes being a heel and turning on his friends after, being so grateful and showing so much praise to them, especially before their match. So it's like, it was completely two-faced. But I'm not sure where we go from here now for Wes. He's just going to fight his friends and that's it. Like there has to be a goal for Wesley. And we've talked about here numerous occasions where there's money in the chase. Facing the North American title, or at least the NXT championship as well, even if all Ego has the title. But that I'm not sure of. And one more bone I have to pick with this person, and it's funny that I'm saying that I have a bone to pick with him because he's usually the king of the graveyard. Undertaker, Mr. Mark Calloway. We talking about he was on and I froze there. But Undertaker was on the Impulsive podcast recently, and he spoke to Logan Paul and praised him for making the United States Championship relevant again, or made it brought the prestige back to it. And I'm trying to figure out where that happened with only 2 defenses. I'm not sure where that happened, but I understand you're enjoying your retirement. You could say whatever the hell you want, but no, we're not going to go there. We're not going to I'm not going to deal with this, and I'm not going to take this lightly. You giving the rub to Logan Smalls, okay? I'm not sure if I'm here for that. So I got a bone to pick with Sean Wesley incident and Undertaker for this Logan Paul blasphemy of the United States title, especially when you had holders like Cena and all these other greats. I don't know how you say that.
Both saying same, honey. I that got me confused. Like, I still say Logan was a champion for clicks.
Yeah, I try to keep it as easy as possible. I don't want to piss off the dead man. That's the off. He is the GOAT. And I just gotta say, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't know what you smoking in this retirement, but take it down a notch.
Okay.
I love you, Mark Calloway. I really do.
I guess before we get out of here, I don't know your closing thoughts to Sindel, and Sindel closing thoughts to Sed before we wrap this up.
I have nothing to say. I showed up here, internet connection steady. Everybody else, internet connection poor. 2 weeks time, we debate, and there will be one elected official standing, and you are looking at him right now. Sindel, I invite you to show up to that debate as well. On screen, please.
Oh, we calling him out. Sindel, girl, watch out, man. Sindel got heavy artillery, bro. I don't want to mess with her.
Okay, well, something we don't want to mess with is y'all checking out our merch.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, yo, you. Yeah, you that's watching this. You sitting on the couch staring at the screen, not knowing what you want to do, like this is an online college. Are you tired of wearing shirts that make you look like an extra stuck in catering? Do you want to step your wrestling swag game up to the next level? Then Women's Wrestling Talk has got you covered. Like, literally. Are you for life in pink or black and white? Or maybe you're the EST and people need to respect you accordingly. Want to put some pride in your stride and show off the muscle in your hustle? Then make sure you check out the WWT store. Not now, but right now. Alright? What you waiting for? Head to www talkpodstore.com and don't make me fight you. Shit.
Don't make her fight you, and don't make Sindel fight you. Can I pull this up, please? Showed up here with the 90s Dwayne Johnson turtleneck. I can't.
It's the best you got.
All right.
She had some nasty ones the other day.
With that being said, Mayor, where can everybody find you?
Well, you can find me here even on sick days. That's why I showed up today. But you can find me on the Twitter streets at says. That's CEDD_SAYS. On the gram at Said is the Answer. I write for this platform along with others. You can check that out at CedricDWelton.com. In 2 weeks, I will be taking out the garbage in the form of debate on this platform. If you have any debate topics that you would like to throw at us, please put them in the chat or at least message the real TK on Instagram or Twitter. Or the Women's Wrestling Talk socials, any debate topics. I don't care what they are. Smoke is up. Doesn't matter. You don't tug on Superman's cape, and you don't fuck with the EST at WWT.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today. So 2 Wednesdays, right? 2 Wednesdays from today.
2 Wednesdays.
That's what we're looking at.
That is the 21st.
The 21st. It's going down, y'all.
Honey, where can everybody find you?
You guys know you could find me here Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, here with the WWT Live crew. You could also check out my Honey Pot predictions on all my socials. You could also sometimes find me in neutral grounds, neutral territory, in a much safer place than Vice City, and that is Wyatt Six City. Follow me on the socials, Wrestling with Honey, Instagram, Wrestling with Honey, TikTok, Facebook, Wrestling W Honey, and like and subscribe the new YouTube that's going to be up and running really soon. I'm trying to get to right now my goal is to get to 100 subscribers, so please like and subscribe the Wrestling with Honey podcast on YouTube and check it out. It will be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, shout out to Boza. It's been an interesting 2 episodes. I guess I've been gone for a while because this is a whole different beast, but we definitely will have a debate show someday, sometime on the 21st of August. You can check out, you can follow me everywhere at TK Trinidad. Definitely check out Women's Wrestling Talk on all social media platforms at wwtalkpod.com. Thank you so much for rocking with Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao, y'all.
I'm Crush from WoW Women of Wrestling. I'm the gatekeeper of WoW, and you're watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at wwtalkpod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms. Like yesterday, my G.